This audio selection was downloaded from RUSTYMIKERadio.com, Jerusalem.
This is Afternoon Schmooze on Rusty Mike Radio. Tune in and you'll never go hungry for honest chat again. I'm Nettie Feldman. I'm speaking to Jerusalem Chairman of the BNI Network Group and psychotherapist Avi Kurtz. Avi, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning, good afternoon already. Yeah, it's late, huh? I understand that at BNI you actually meet people in the flesh every week and you spend around an hour and a half each time. Isn't that a lot of time for busy people?
Not really. First of all, time flies.
Time flies.
When you're having a good time at BNI. But other than that, it's marketing time.
What does that mean?
Marketing time means BNI is a system for marketing your business, your profession, your practice, your clinic, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And in the weekly meetings and in between the weekly meetings, the members spend time with each other talking about the business and particularly talking about what type of referrals we're looking for.
Okay, let's backtrack a little bit, though,
Sure.
because I understand that BNI has a very structured way of doing things. It's not like you come there an hour and a half and you give out your card and you go home, right?
That's
so
right.
please explain the structure briefly.
Okay, so let's go step by step. The first 15 minutes is what we call open mingling, which is unstructured.
Okay.
And then we have a sequence of events which officers introduce themselves, in which each member introduces himself or herself in 60 seconds, saying what it is that I do, what's my relative advantage over other professionals or businesses.
The elevator pitch. They're doing an elevator pitch,
Okay.
right? They're explaining themselves.
Okay, and what referrals I'm looking for. Then we have a second round with the guests that we have every week, and we encourage guests to come, introduce themselves in the same manner. Who I am, what do I do, what referrals I'm looking for.
Isn't that a little bit, people get scared to get up and start talking? They makes them nervous.
What I do is I ask, can I see a show of hands who has butterflies in their stomach? And the moment I ask, the people say, yeah, and then it goes away.
That's smart.
Yep.
Simple and smart.
Yeah.
Good.
So we do that. Then every week a different member talks about their profession, their business, for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So that gives a variation. Every week there's something else talking about 10 minutes. We also have an education corner, education in the sense of how to develop networking, how to develop business relationships. We give tips, we give insights. So the meeting is varied. It's structured, and it's the same structure worldwide.
Oh, okay. That's smart. This way it's very
So if I were to go to Bombay looking for business, and I would sit in the meeting and understand nothing, I'd know, here's the 60 seconds, here's education, here's 10 minutes, here's referral time. I know exactly what to expect, and I'll be able to weave myself in to an existing group, not knowing the language, because it repeats itself.
It repeats itself, so that makes it easier for people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, tell me something. I actually was at a BNI network meeting, and I was a little confused about a few things. So, perhaps you can tell me. Also, I'm not sure. There are groups of 20 or 30. Suppose someone has the same profession. Are they allowed in?
No.
Okay, so
We're
text.
very good at this. There's only one person per profession, so there's no conflicting interests, no conflict for the members who to refer to. There will be one lawyer, one psychologist, one parquet guys, one kitchen person, one architect, etc. So in that sense, we protect our members by protecting their seat, not having two professionals of the same profession.
Because there's no competition in BNI in that particular group, right?
Exactly.
Now, I understand another thing in BNI is that the idea is for everyone to recommend other people.
Exactly.
But if you haven't seen the person's work, and I can give you an example, I was asked to recommend someone who I knew from before I knew was not a good worker.
Yeah.
But I would be obliged to recommend this person if I wouldn't.
Okay, so let me give you a context first.
Okay.
Each person who applies to become a member has to submit references that the committee of accepting new members will make phone calls and interview people by phone to know about the quality of this person's work. That doesn't guarantee everything, but it's a certain screening, a first screening. Secondly, we do tell people that it takes 6 to 8 months until you get the first referral. That gives the group members to get to know your work and develop a trust. Somebody has to take a first chance. And it will be somebody who will take a first chance, and then it will report back to the group, and we have a system of giving witnessing, or testimony, maybe it's a better word in English, to say, I received such and such person's services, and I was very happy with it. So the more testimonies we accumulate, the more trust is built by saying, I can refer.
And if the person is consistently not doing a good job, what do you do? Do you throw them out?
Well, it's a possibility.
Uh-huh.
It's a possibility
Okay.
to have a conversation in a respectful way and say, look, we've got 1, 2, 3 times people are not happy with your work. We recommend that you leave because the chances of you getting referrals is 0, and you're wasting your time.
It sounds you try to run a professional organization. Now, tell me something. Why would you, if you had a choice between using Facebook and Twitter or BNI, what would you do?
Both, but I prefer BNI.
Okay, why?
Human contact,
There's nothing like human contact.
no alternative.
Uh-huh. I also think so, although I do think that there is Facebook and Twitter you can use in combination to, to get your message across and to refine your message and to get it to more places.
Probably, but I would say, not being an expert on Twitter and Facebook, that the written word has a certain dimension, but the face-to-face contact has so many other dimensions, the eye contact, the smiles, the shake of hands, the 5 senses.
Yeah, you also can get an idea of how the person is and how you speak to them, and I agree with you, even though I do like Facebook and Twitter.
Let me give you an example. If we have in the group, and we do have in the group, an event designer, and she comes to the meeting dressed top-notch, and
Okay.
always looks good and always looks put together, you can say that there is a correlation between the way she looks and her business.
But that could also be a little bit confusing or also misleading in some ways, right? So I don't know, because sometimes you can look good but not do a good job.
Yeah, I agree with you, but it gives you a window that I'm comparing to Twitter and Facebook.
I see what you
won't
mean.
give you that window.
That's true. That's
Or
true.
myself as a psychotherapist, the way I relate to people, there would be a direct window to something about my work.
I see. Oh yeah, I think it gives you the first impression. Well, we're almost out of time, so I just want to ask you one more question.
Sure.
How many leads do people get on average? How many leads have you gotten that have led to jobs?
Oh,
for you?
I don't have the statistics offhand, but
Okay.
some people get a lot. I have about half of my clinic today is BNI referrals,
And how long have you been in BNI?
a year and 3 months.
That's very good.
It's outstanding.
That's
I'm
very
thrilled.
good.
And people do tell me, Avi, it's hard to refer to you. Nevertheless, they do.
You see that?
Yep.
That's an amazing statistic, and I'm glad you told me that.
Yeah.
And tell people if they want to get in touch with you, how they can get in touch to find out more about BNI.
052
Okay.
876 2244. My name is Avi Hartur. Our
And-
group has a lot of English-speaking members.
Okay. Does it cost money?
Yes, it does.
How much does it cost?
Okay, there are 3 different costs.
Okay. We really are running out of time. Just tell me one.
Quickly, the registration is one-time registration, 350 shekel plus VAT.
Okay.
The yearly fee is 1,750 shekel plus VAT, renewed every year. And every week we get together for breakfast. Everybody pays for their own breakfast. We get a good deal for 35 shekel, including tip.
But that's not so bad when someone's in a business. They can use it as an expense, business expense, write it off, right?
Each one of our members receive their money back within the first year. And
That-
much better than that. A lot
Well,
better than that.
people are going to call you up and ask you about that. And thank you very much, Avi, for having
Thank
the
you,
time
Nelly,
to
for
speak to
inviting me
us.
to the show.
Pleasure.
Have a
Bye.
great day. Bye-bye.